Hello and welcome to Best WP7 Games. Today we're taking a look at Bug Village. This was last week's Xbox Live title, and it's ostensibly a free game. So you may have taken some interest in it simply for that. I've had to actually create a new game, a new save, and the only way to do that is to uninstall the game and download it again. Which seems a little odd, but I'll explain why it does that in a little while. So now, this is what the game starts with, this little ant figure. Sort of skitters along and with some very rudimentary animation to explain the basics of the game. So he asks you to build a hut, a homey hut, slightly odd name, which is, well, a hut for ants. If it wants to register me ticking, there we go. Now you see this giant builder bug appears, and he tells us, and the ant tells us rather, to hurry up the building by tapping on it. So here we tap. And you'll see that if you don't hurry up, it will take 1 hour to complete. So you tap the hurry button, and it takes 1 coin away from you in the top right hand corner there. So it costs 1 coin to hurry up the building of a hut. Again, this tutorial is quite long, kind of dull, but it does explain pretty much everything about the game. Being long and dull, that actually suits it. So, again, now he wants us to place a pile. If this one registers me clicking. But yes, the pile is the way you generate resources. Not coins, but resources. You see that thing in the top right hand corner next to the coins, of which I have 900 currently. Resources are used to, well, place piles in the first place. They're also used to build buildings. I think that's about it. Well, those are the 2 main things you can interact with in the world. And so these piles which cost you resources then gradually generate them. Again, it tells you to hurry because even the fastest thing takes 15 minutes. So another 1 coin spent. And if you get a small number of materials and some experience points, you then have to spend more materials to replenish the pile, slightly confusingly. So you get resources out of it, spend resources to fill it, then get resources out of it, and so on. Anyway, we've see these level ups increase the amount of people you can have, buildings you can have, and what you can build. And so you just explain you also have to occasionally buy food. Which as you can see again, top left hand corner there's a little bar. The second bar, the yellow and bar with a bit of green at the end. That's how much energy your insects have. If they run out of energy, they'll just stop working entirely until you feed them again, which can lead to a bit of a problem if you don't have enough materials to place food. Yeah, other random events occurs, which is shown. If it'll register my taps, there we go. But occasionally a ladybug will appear and have you tap on it, and it does that weird dance thing and flies off, and you get some experience, which is nice. And then occasionally the opposite, a stink bug arrives, and you again tap on it, this time to make it randomly disappear and reappear on the screen. Again when it registers your tap, and this is really, I don't know what they've done to make this so fiddly. There we go. After the 3rd time he stumbles around and dies. Congratulations. Which, for whatever reason, then earns you some more experience. And see, I've leveled up again. Yes, you also start to receive quests at this point, which, you know, just for the guidelines, will give you more experience if you complete them. So I'm meant to place some decorations. I'm stuck waiting for the cameras. It has to slowly pan back to the village. Decorations, as far as I can tell, serve no purpose. I could be wrong. There's no obvious purpose to them. They're not particularly decorative. They're not particularly attractive, rather, as decorations. Buy the cheapest one. I almost got the other one, but that's 1 gold, no, 1 coin, which again we'll see in a moment is a lot more expensive than materials are. You don't want to spend coins needlessly. So I place those, complete the mission, and I get to refill this dirt pile. Drop from this interface. There we go. Right, order some more materials and carry on. Again, this time to complete the quest to collect a certain number of materials. To complete a certain number of 15-minute tasks. Now another mission. This is the game. I guess the appeal is meant to be that you're building up your own little community of bugs, which would be slightly nicer if they were, more interesting to look at. This is hardly up there with old games like, say, The Settlers, and Settlers 2. And obviously you're just meant to be gradually accruing materials through these very slow actions. The game does continue if you quit out of it, which is important. It does mean the 6-hour and 2-hour missions are vaguely doable without having to hurry them if you really don't want. However, the problem is food also runs down while you're out of the game, so if you don't pay enough attention to it, then your insects will starve. And if they run out of food, while they don't die, they stop doing any work. But worse than that, any work that was completed, you are no longer able to actually collect the materials from. Meaning you can get into a situation where you don't have enough materials to build food, you can't collect any materials, and, well, you're in a spot of bother. And there is a solution to this problem, and it's here where the way that money is made becomes clear. And it's in the world of coins. As you can see, I can't afford to hurry up things anymore. But it says, well, you can buy some coins. And for some reason this isn't loading. I am connected to the internet, but obviously it's not seeing it. Still, what that would be a range of different amounts of coins that you can purchase for real money from your Xbox Live account. And that's how the developers make money. They force you to have to buy coins, or sometimes materials if you've not been paying enough attention, in order to get anywhere in the game without having to wait hours and hours, or indeed to get yourself out of an unwinnable situation if you've been away from the game for too many days. It's incredibly cynical, and accompanied by a game which, well, as you can see, isn't really all that interesting in the first place. It's like the worst Facebook games. It's not even a particularly good example of the genre. It's unattractive. It's odd. I don't know why they've gone for 3D graphics and then not made them very attractive. They may as well have just stuck with 2D. At least it could have had half-decent animation then. Generally speaking, this is a very underwhelming game. And though it is ostensibly free, I can't really recommend it. I especially can't recommend it if you've got kids, because I can only imagine how much money you would lose very quickly should any kids who don't really appreciate that when they're buying coins they're actually spending real money. And it's not small amounts. So yeah, Bug Village is available on the marketplace now. It's free up until the point where you want to get anywhere. It's not all that much fun.